When you become aligned, your thoughts are no longer focused on what you don't want, but rather on what you intend to manifest as a co-creator with Source. The best way to begin retraining your mind is to consciously think in aligned ways, so consider the following. Your universal source of being never thinks in terms of what is missing. Do you? It never thinks in terms of what it can't have or do. Do you? It never thinks in terms of what has never happened before. Do you? It never thinks in terms of what others will think, say, or do. Do you? It never thinks in terms of bad luck or the way things have always been. Do you? Every time you have a thought that extends to a conversation with others about what is missing, what shortages you have, your bad luck, what always has been, how others don't understand you, and so forth, you're practicing a misaligned excuses mentality. But remember that your mission is to shift into the action state of realigning. It's my contention that the universe not only will but must provide you with what you conceive of. So if you complain about what's missing from your life, including the money that you believe to be in short supply, you'll be offered experiences that match that energy. When you say, I love my job, but I'll never get rich at it, you're aligning with a frequency that will give you what you think. That is why I believe the rich often get richer. It's certainly been true for me since I left poverty behind some 60 years ago. By staying focused on what I intend to create, by believing that the universe is all providing, and by knowing that I'm worthy of the unlimited beneficence of the source of being, I just keep attracting prosperity to myself. And by being unattached to what shows up, I'm able to let it go easily. What remains a mystery to so many remains a simple truth to me. Stay in a state of gratitude, and let the awesome yet unexplainable Tao proceed to do nothing and yet leave nothing undone. Focus on what you have and how thankful you are for everything that has shown up in your life. To that end, keep in mind a happiness index that was recently taken for different countries around the world. It turns out that Nigeria, which is one of the poorest of nations with the least modern of conveniences, came in at number 1 for reports of happiness among the people there. The U.S. ranked 46th out of 50, despite having one of the highest standards of living in the world. Apparently, the emphasis in Nigeria isn't on the mantra of the ego, the idea of shortage, lack, and I don't have enough. Thinking alignment at all times. When you're thinking about the principle of alignment, keep in mind that source energy is ever present, and that you always have the power to bring yourself into harmony with who you really are. And who you really are is a higher awareness than your earthbound form. Just this simple idea, that you're not an ego-based self, but rather divine energy in physical form, will help readjust your energy. Once you recognize your divinity, you'll shift out of misaligned thought patterns. Such thinking focuses on what's wrong or missing, what others have told you are your limitations, what always has been, what used to be, and so on. Since everything comes in response to the vibration of energy, shift out of the lower vibrations and into the vibration of Source. It's already here. I just need to connect to it. Nothing can stop my creative ideas from materializing. I've banished all doubt. I'll soon be seeing evidence of my manifestations everywhere. Now, this is a new kind of thinking. While it may sound too simplistic and naive for you, I'm encouraging you, as strongly as I know how, to give this retraining of your mind a chance. Note that the strength of non-physical energy is flowing everywhere. It's in you, but it's also in every tree, every flower, every bug, every planet, and everything that you want to attract to your life. The non-physical energy is pure, positive oneness, which only your thoughts can disconnect from or misalign with. It flows everywhere at once, and it's always creating, always loving, and always animating life. The only thing that keeps it from working for you is a belief that it can't, it won't, or it never has before. In other words, your excuses. The tremendous value of noticing the alignment of your thoughts will rapidly appear in your awareness. You can summon source energy whenever you slip into a misalignment. Just return to possibilities, manifestations, and your own sense of feeling good, which is just another way of feeling the presence of God. When you find it difficult to move into this alignment attitude, put more attention on your feeling self concerning your desires. For example, if that same old shortage of money surfaces, you may find that you can't stop yourself from being upset about the fact that you still believe that more cash would be your proof that this is working. Try something different and let the energy of what you're feeling reveal what's blocking your alignment. Even if you have to borrow a few $100s just to carry around with you and get the sensation of abundance, feeling prosperous, safe, secure, and positive concerning the flow of money will gradually align you with an abundant source. This has been my way since I was a little boy. I've attracted money into my life because I've always felt prosperous and deserving. That feeling motivated me to act, and I loved carrying groceries or collecting soda pop bottles or mowing lawns. My little bank account was growing while my brothers and friends spoke so often about not having enough cash. Today I'm still mowing lawns and collecting soda pop bottles, only on a much larger stage. And prosperity has never failed to flow into my life. I know in my heart of hearts that the journey from despair to hope and on to prosperity and abundance can be achieved with realigned thinking. I know because I've done it for a lifetime. And I trusted this under circumstances where it never could have been predicted that I'd emerge with unlimited prosperity as my calling card. No one else can do this alignment or realignment exercise for you. You must decide to stay in the feeling of love, prosperity, wellness, or whatever you desire, and let that feeling just flow through you. And remember that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Remain thoughtfully in the field of infinite possibilities rather than your negative emotions. Fear, worry, hate, and shame are indicators of separation from your authentic self in the present moment. When you come back to your authentic self, it will work full-time to deliver to you whatever you think about. Silently repeat the following. I get what I think about, and I'm choosing from here on in to think in harmony with my source of being until it is habitual. This is called alignment.